Hey guys, it's Greg, and today I want to show you something really special, and that's how to create your very own photography website where you can show your photography to the whole world and also sell your photography to the whole world, all in under an hour of your time today. By now you probably know about Pinterest. Pinterest is the internet's largest and most popular photo posting and photo collecting website. But what you might not know is that one reason people love Pinterest so much is because of its masonry style layout. Masonry just means lots of images of all shapes and sizes posted in vertical columns as opposed to horizontally, with much less white space in between the images. And it is my hope that you'll see this layout on the website that we're going to build together today. And here she is. We're going to see how to create 3 different sizes of images. This large size with the wolf, this medium size that shows Grand Central Station, and of course this smaller size which shows a Turkish trolley in Istanbul. We're going to learn how to embed videos onto your photography website, which can explain photography tips or maybe all about you as the photographer. And perhaps most importantly, we're going to learn how to post collections of photos, like this beautiful beaches collection that people can scroll through on the homepage, or the bridges collection, or maybe the Paradise Found collection right here. I really like how just on the homepage the images move around when someone isn't clicking, which is pretty good for keeping people's attention. And if we click into one of the items like the Paradise Found collection, we can browse all of the amazing photographs that you'll be posting. So here I am browsing with the arrows on our gallery right here, and I'm also just browsing with the keyboard arrows. Alright, so we're going to be creating titles, descriptions, quotes for our photography. And because I'm guessing some of you might be on a budget, I know I certainly was when I created my first website, because of that very reason, I'm going to show you how to sell your photography through this website as well. And we can do that through our store, which will be linked both through the photograph pages like this and through our sidebar. That way, if one of your users gets sold on a photograph, they can buy it, and hopefully you can make back some of the money and then some that you spend making your website. I'll show you how to create a sale too, but let's just go through what it looks like to purchase a photograph in case you're curious. Someone can click it and then get the large version right here, as well as related photos. They can choose a specific type of finish, which you can set to different prices, which will appear automatically, and even open the image in a large gallery. We can also sell photographs in bundles so that you can sell entire collections, and your users can choose how they want to purchase. Once they're ready to make the purchase, someone can add an item to the cart, and then view cart, and then edit cart, apply a coupon, and proceed to checkout, where you'll learn how to collect payment via PayPal or credit card and earn a little bit of hard-earned money for all your photography work. The website will be 100% mobile friendly and responsive down to the very last pixel, so it should look great on all your tablets or smaller devices like your mobile phones, your iPhone 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your Androids, everything like that. The website will look fine. This website will also work great on Mac or PC, Linux, desktop, or laptop. It's built on a free WordPress theme, a free theme, And perhaps best of all, you'll be able to build the whole thing as a total beginner. I'm going to help you out with all of it, and you don't need any previous tech knowledge or knowledge of coding or websites or anything like that. This website's going to be built on the free theme called Fukuzawa, which is a theme you can find on the WordPress.org theme directory. Alright, so a theme is just the overall look of your site, and here's our theme. It is built by the Swedish designer Anders Naren, a really nice guy who I had the privilege of asking some questions to on Twitter. Really nice fella. And it's beginning to get more popular by the day, several hundreds of downloads a day. It's currently my favorite photography theme, but go ahead and read more up on this theme if you'd like. I will tell you that Fukuzawa is a reference to the industrial designer Naoto Fukuzawa, who has some really popular work all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, has his own hashtag and all that, so pretty cool stuff. We're going to build this website in two parts, although both parts will be included here in the video for you, so don't worry. The first part is the back-end dev, and the second part is the front-end dev. Dev just stands for development, and don't worry, none of this requires any coding or tech knowledge on your part. You can do it if you know how to follow directions and use the internet. Now, I mentioned before that we'll be building this website with a tight budget in mind, and that is very true. If you went ahead and asked a web developer to build the website that we're going to make today, they would charge hundreds and perhaps even thousands. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and go get a quote. A designer would charge you probably a minimum of $300 just for installing WordPress, and for designing it, it could cost you a fortune. However, we're going to do it ourselves from the comfort of home. Now, before we actually start building, why don't we go through each of these steps so we know what's going to happen and we know how much we're going to have to spend, because as you might have heard, building a WordPress website isn't free, but that doesn't mean it's expensive either. Alright, so the first step is the tour. That's obviously free and it's done. The second step is just a cute little demo I've made for you on how websites work, which should only take a couple minutes and will give you a better understanding of the web. Next up, we're going to buy a new domain name, which costs $15 per year, or we're going to use a domain name that you already registered, and that will work fine too with this website. So if you need a new domain name, it costs $15 a year, and that's just a annual cost that we all have to stomach. Alright, next up, we're going to get web hosting, which is the space where we'll build our website on, and that costs $10 per month. Alright, so hosting is really easy to get and set up, and again, that's just a cost that all of us who run WordPress websites just sort of deal with. However, because we're building this website on a budget, I'm going to offer you 2 coupons to use to save money. The first is Coffee Money, which will help you get your first month of website hosting for 1 cent. So you can effectively try out this whole WordPress photography website thing for nothing, for just the cost of your domain name. Alright, so that's really cool, and I hope you can try that out. Coffee Money will get you a 1 cent hosting deal when you sign up, as we're going to see in a little bit. Or if you'd like to register the hosting for a longer period of time, like 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, whatever, you can use my second coupon, which is take 30 off, and that's a 30% off coupon, as you might guess. That'll get you 30% off your hosting. So I really hope this helps you save good money to use in other facets of life. And to get our hosting, we're going to use the awesome web host HostGator.com, which is my favorite web host and the folks I've used for several years for all my businesses online. Once we have a domain name and hosting, we're going to install WordPress, which is the .org version, and it's free. Despite what you might have heard, it's really the domain name and the hosting that costs money, and the WordPress software is free. In front-end dev part 2, we're going to install our theme, which is Fukuzawa. That's free. So that's again pretty good news for our budget. Then we're going to set up tons of free content for free. I'm going to show you how to get high quality images, copyright free, and a bunch of little tricks to use in the web design realm. And then you'll be done and can launch the website to all your friends. The reason I separated part 1 and part 2, and they are both included in this video, but the reason I did that is in case you want to use a different theme than Fukuzawa. And there are hundreds of free WordPress themes that you can browse in the theme directory. Just search for photography or whatever you have in mind and help yourself. They are awesome. So if you want, you can just go through part 1 and get the basic WordPress software installed properly and then go ahead and design it in a different way. But if you stick through the entire tutorial, as I hope you will, then you'll walk away with the complete final product. I have to note that these coupons I'm offering, Coffee Money, which is just one word, and Take 30 Off, are my own coupons. So if you use them to save a large amount on your hosting, I will earn a small commission at no cost to you. Thanks a lot for that if you do use them, or if you're just gonna set up a website at HostGator anyways. That helps me keep making free videos on YouTube for everyone. Alright, so the total bill on our website today will be under $20, and much less if you already own a domain name. And if you think about all the things you spend $20 on, I can't think of very many that are as awesome as a complete photography website that could change your whole life and your business for the better. Even though this isn't a entire Pinterest website, it's more of a baby Pinterest. Alright, so if you're ready to begin, so am I. Go ahead and grab a coffee or whatever it is you like drinking and settle in this morning or this afternoon or this evening. And let's go ahead and take a look at how do websites work. Alright, so I've opened up our little how websites work diagram here on pixlr.com, the free photo editor. And the first step on any website is the domain name, aka the website name. So when you open up your computer today, maybe you looked up something like youtube.com and you get YouTube, of course. And you can imagine how annoying it would be if you had to visit something like youtubefreevideos.com to get to YouTube. So what I'm saying here is you want your domain name to match your website name and be as simple as possible. Alright, let me know if you have any questions picking the best domain name, because I've done it more times than I can count. A domain name is just an address on the web, and even though you might be really excited to register it and take it off the market, it doesn't really exist until you point it to your website hosting. So let's use an analogy of a house, and then a domain name would be like an address in an address book, one of those old-fashioned books, and then the hosting would be like the plot of land where you're going to build the house. Alright, so without the website hosting, someone would basically go to the address or their domain name and find nothing. When you visited youtube.com today or wherever else you went, you saw whatever the owners of that domain name put onto the website hosting space, whatever they decided to put there. And what we're going to do is use WordPress software to put things like web pages, that is a bad arrow. We're going to use WordPress to put things like web pages and text and images and videos onto the website hosting space. Alright, so that's our content editor, and our content management software is WordPress. And I've just put this social media section down here because sites like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, etc. are just other ways of putting things on the web. Every time you post a picture or a video to Facebook or write a post, you're putting things on the Facebook website hosting, the hosting that they own, and you're changing a web page. Now that web hosting, like I said, is owned by Facebook, However, the website hosting we're talking about here is going to be owned by you, meaning you control this photography website, you own it outright, you can do whatever you want on it, say whatever you want, and post whatever you want, and earn however much you want, which is going to be really important in the long run. Like I said before, we're going to use HostGator.com to set up this website hosting space. All it really is in a physical sense is just some little hard drives probably stored in an airtight chamber off in the middle of the desert somewhere, guarded by top-notch security, but that's not really very important. What it means to us is that it's just some storage space to build our website, and we're going to build it using WordPress. So that's just how websites work. You need a domain name, and when people visit it, they'll see your website hosting space along with whatever it is you put onto it, like WordPress. We're going to put WordPress software onto our hosting because it's the best way for individuals and small companies to run a website. And that's sort of how other sites like Facebook and all those work as well, in a very simple fashion. Alright, with all that said, let's go ahead and close our diagram. Alright, let's open up our to-do list again and cross off how do websites work because we're done with that. Now it's time to register our domain name, get our hosting space, and install WordPress. Fortunately, we can do all of that together at HostGator.com. And what do you say we do it relatively quickly so that we have a large chunk of our tutorial to do the front-end dev, aka creating our new photography website. Alright, so just follow my lead. We're going to go over to HostGator.com, our web hosting services of choice. Now, aside from the fact that HostGator offers powerful web hosting, things like 24/7 365 support, a 45-day money-back guarantee, and the 99.9% uptime, meaning our website will never go down. Another reason I love them is that they offer these seasonal or otherwise special promotional offers like 55% off for the American Red Cross. So if you're fortunate enough to use this tutorial at a time when they are doing a promotion, make sure to make use of that. And if not, I'll show you how to use one of those 2 coupons we mentioned to save big time instead. So once you get to HostGator, just click on web hosting, this first link. Once you do that, just follow my lead, and on this page we want to click choose a plan. Alright, and this guy is named Snappy. He's the mascot of HostGator. Once you click that, we're going to get down to this section right here, and we have to choose our plan. The best 2 options for a plan are the hatchling plan and the baby plan. They are essentially the same, except for the baby plan lets you put unlimited domain names on your plan. Say if you wanted to set up this photography website and also create another website, or your family's website, or another business you run's website, then a baby plan would be a good option. Otherwise, if you just want one domain name, aka one website, go with the hatchling. In our case right now, that's pretty irrelevant, so I'm going to choose a baby plan. And then we have to choose how long we'll sign up for. It's good to choose longer periods of time because the price, as you can see, goes down. And then you can use my coupon TAKE30 off to save 30% on a larger number. However, for now we're just going to choose monthly because I don't want to be locked into anything, and click sign up now. Once you click sign up now, you'll be taken to the HostGator order form where we can either register a new domain name or click I already own this domain. So if you need a new website domain name, just put it in right here. HostGator will then let you know if it's available and give you the option of adding other extensions. I would just go for the .com if you can. That's what I recommend. However, we already own our domain we're going to use, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it, and it's just a demo.com. It's just a demo website.com, but it is a real .com. Alright. So that's pretty cool. We already own it, so we're all set here, and I just want the .com in this box. That's all. Once we complete this process and set up our hosting, I'll show you how to link any domain names you already own to the hosting space and make them work together. Moving down, we need to choose a plan, a hosting plan in step 2, and we can see that the baby plan for 1 month is selected. So we need a username and a security pin. Once we do that, move on to step 3, and here's where you can choose to pay by credit card or by PayPal. And I like credit card, so I'm going to have that selected. Moving down, I'm going to go ahead and recommend you uncheck the additional services just because we are doing this on a tight budget and it's our goal to save as much money as possible. With those 3 unchecked, move on to step 5 where we can enter a coupon code. And we can see that this special promotion for the Red Cross, which almost for certain won't be available when you're signing up, gives us a discount of this much, $5.47. I'm going to go ahead and type in the coffee money coupon, which I recommend you use because that gets us 1 cent hosting, and then I'm going to click validate. So that's what you want to do, and check out over here once I do click validate. Alright, keep your eye out over here. Alright, so that effectively gets us our baby plan for 1 month for 1 cent, giving us a discount of $9.94, which is pretty awesome. It's a really good option if you're just registering hosting for 1 month and just trying this whole process out at really no risk. And then that's how it should look right here. If on the other hand you want to use my take 30 off coupon, just type that in, click validate, and then the discount reflected will be 30% off of the hosting cost. So 30% off whatever your hosting subtotal is. Alright, and just let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. With coffee money selected and all of the above filled out, we can now check that we've read the terms of service, cancellation policy, and privacy. I do recommend you read those if you get a chance. They are very basic, and HostGator is a great company, so we got nothing to worry about. And then we can click checkout now. But before you do that, just make sure your email is entered in correctly above, because the next step takes place in our inbox. Alright, so double check that and then click checkout now. Once you click checkout now, you'll be taken to a quick confirmation message from HostGator. Hopefully your payment did go through, after which it's time to check your inbox. Once you're in your inbox, you want to look for an email from sales titled HostGator.com, your account info, and just open up that email. If you don't get it for some reason, go ahead and contact HostGator live support chat, and they can forward you the email if maybe your email was entered wrongly or something got messed up like that. At this point, if you got your domain name somewhere other than HostGator, like GoDaddy.com or Namecheap or somewhere like that, it's necessary to link your domain name to the hosting. To do that, just write down nameserver1 and nameserver2 somewhere where you can remember it, like in a sticky note. Head over to your domain name registrar like GoDaddy and click manage on your domains. Then select the domain name you'd like to manage, and within this domain name find the name server section and then click manage or edit. Then simply enter custom name servers and write in the first name server and the second name server exactly as they appear in your HostGator account info email. Make sure to get those exactly right, and once you do, click save. After you save your new name servers, it can take up to 72 hours for your domain name to link with your hosting, also known as pointing your domain name at your hosting. However, it's usually much less time, and if you bought your domain name a while ago and waited a few months, then really, what's a few more hours? Alright, so regardless of whether you registered your domain name with HostGator or with another place like GoDaddy and you had to set your name servers like we just did, you'll still be able to continue and install WordPress, and that's because your domain name and your hosting are two separate entities. It'll just take a little bit longer to start editing your WordPress site if you registered your domain name at some place other than HostGator. So to continue and install WordPress, just copy your password from this email, remember your username, and click the link to your control panel. Then go ahead and log into your control panel, also known as your cPanel, which is the back end of HostGator. Once you're logged in, scroll all the way down to where it says Quick Install. There are plenty of other fun tools here to play with that HostGator offers you for free, like an email account creator, where you can create your own custom email so you don't have to use something like a Gmail. But for now, let's just click on Quick Install. Once you click that link, click on WordPress. Then click on Continue. And now it's time to choose where we want to install WordPress. In my case, since I've done a lot of WordPress work, I have lots of domain names, but you'll probably just have one. So go ahead and select it, leave this part blank right here, and then go ahead and fill in some information like your email and so on. Once that's filled out exactly as you like, you can just click Install Now, and HostGator will install WordPress onto your new hosting plan without any sort of coding or tech knowledge on our part. Alright, so WordPress was installed to 100%. Congratulations. And now is a good time to take a break, especially if you are waiting for your name servers to point your domain name at your hosting. I'm going to go take a quick break, go outside, get some sunlight, and then come back and we'll build our WordPress website. Alright, I'm back from my quick break. That felt great. I'm going to open up our to-do list again and cross off domain, hosting, and WordPress because those are all done now. We are effectively done with part 1 of the tutorial, so pat yourself on the back. The WordPress backend is set up, and we can see that confirmed if we go ahead and click this admin area link to our website, which is also the link to log in. We can see WordPress is working just as it should, and it wants us to log in and start designing. Alright, so now the final step of part 1 would just be to log in. Alright, so now I will help you design your new photography website exactly as we saw it at the beginning of this tutorial in the quickest manner possible. To check out your website as the public would see it at any time, just click on this button in the upper left corner. Your website right now should look exactly like this with the default 2014 theme, or perhaps it has the 2015 or 2016, 17, or so on default theme installed instead. To begin our design, let's go to the back end by clicking this button again and go to Appearance Themes. Now let's click Add New and Browse. You can also upload themes from your home computer that you download from the internet in .zip files. Click Browse. In the Search Themes box, search Fukazawa, our free theme of choice, and click the blue Install button. Next, activate, and we'll see right away that our website looks different. We're on the right track. We can also close our quick install cPanel window because this information will be emailed to you directly. With our new theme ready, let's take care of a few housekeeping issues. Click to the back end again, then click on Users, Edit, and we're just going to change our password so we can remember it from now on. Update profile. Choose a new look for your backend. More housekeeping issues, let's go to plugins. Deactivate Mojo Marketplace because we don't want their themes and we already have one. And then delete. Activate Hello Dolly if you'd like. It's just a whimsical free plugin by the founder of WordPress, Matt Mullenweg. Activate Akismet, your spam protector, and go ahead and get yourself a key for that if you need. Then items in this salmon color need to be updated, so check them, select Update, and apply. Now let's return to plugins. And we're all set. Ideally, you want this blue line to span from top to bottom. Now we'll navigate to Jetpack. And let's connect to WordPress.com to use some of the awesome plugins available on that site. If you need to create a WordPress.com account, go ahead and do so now. It is 100% free. And like I said, we're going to use some of these awesome plugins available from Jetpack, which is only available to WordPress.com until now. Click See the Other Features. Click Inactive. And then click Tiled Galleries, Activate. Activating this setting will help us create the Pinterest-like design on our homepage. Let's view our website, and we see nothing has changed, but we are making great progress. Let's go ahead now and post our first photo. Navigate to New in the upper navigation, Post. Dismiss. Give this post a title. In the Visual tab, we can start creating the right text. If you need some filler text while you're building your website, there are lots of free ipsums like Coffee Ipsum, Hipster Ipsum, Bacon Ipsum, Wine Ipsum, and so on. To create a pretty looking quote within your post that you might have said or someone else might have said, click Block Quote and then paste in some text. Easy as that. In our format, we can select Standard, Gallery, Image, or Video, and this particular post will be a photo gallery. Now it's time to upload our actual photographs into this post so we can actually put them on the website. So just make one space at the top, and I'll note that I already have a Photos for New Website folder all made for us in advance. Those are from unsplash.com for free photos that are copyright free and amazingly high quality, so check it out. Click Add Media. Upload files, select files, find the right folder, and then holding the Control button you can upload multiple photos at one time. I'm going to upload my entire Paradise collection. Click Enter and give WordPress a few moments to do its thing. Once the images are ready, click Insert into Post. Great. Now we need a category. Or maybe two categories. And we're all set. Let's go ahead and publish. If we open our website in a new tab, we can see that we have our very first collection all ready to go. Clicking through, we get this large image gallery slider at the top, which is just a setting our theme allows for. By uploading images directly into a post and choosing gallery, this theme will automatically create an image slider gallery for you, and that's really important to know. The images do have to be uploaded directly into the post where you want the gallery, however. You can leave these images below the collection title if you'd like, and clicking on them will render the full-size image. However, for now, I'm just going to delete them. Going to the text tab, we can see this large chunk of code which represents all the images one by one, and we can delete it. Go back to visual and they're gone. Let's add a little styling just for fun with a bold, and then highlight our description, italicize it, and then update. Refresh, and beautiful. To allow comments on your posts and your collections, click Screen Options, Discussion, close Screen Options, and make sure to click Allow Comments, and then make sure to update. Now we'll post a solo and larger photograph to our homepage. Click New Post again. To save time, we can grab the description from the previous post and then of course edit it to your liking. And if you copy something from the text tab in one post, you need to paste it into the text tab in the next post. We need a title, and now we need to set our featured image. Once again, upload files, select, choose the right image, click Set Featured Image. We need another category, whatever you think works best. And then last but not least, we can't forget to check the right format, which in this case is image. Now publish. If we check out our homepage, we now have this larger solo photo posting. Beautiful. Now let's insert a video that could describe you or your website or both. Select New Post again. When you click Video Format, a video URL option will pop up, which wants a link from YouTube in it. Paste in our description again, which you would obviously want to change. Head to YouTube. Search for something relevant. Grab this video, which truly is an awesome video. I'd really recommend it. Click Share, and then just copy paste this link in the Share tab into video URL. Give yourself a title. Make sure to add credit to the author if you use someone else's video. Add a new category. Allow comments, because we definitely want those. And then publish. Easy enough, and we now have 3 different types of postings on our homepage. Wait 1 second and that Paradise Found collection should come through. If you see your images and other changes on the website aren't updating after you make the right changes, you might need to click Delete Cache. Great stuff. To add our own e-commerce shopping cart and start selling photos, we need to go back to the dashboard, aka the back end. Visit Plugins, click Add New, and do a quick search for WooCommerce. Click Install Now on the window with this little hippo. And click Activate. You'll now get a fully robust set of e-commerce tools for your website for free, including several pages which we want to install. Now let's create our very first product by clicking Products. Or we can just go to New Product, and we now have more items in our upper navigation. Once again, we need a title and a description and a product category or two. This product needs a featured image so that our viewers can see what they're buying. So click Set Featured Image, and then since we already uploaded the right image for Safe Haven, we can just check it, Set Featured Image. Lastly, we need a price for our simple product. So go ahead and write in the price. With that done, we can publish our first product. And if we visit the home page, we won't see any changes. However, if we click on Shop, one of our brand new pages from WooCommerce, we have our first product. Just simply publishing a product will give you this nice thumbnail image and all the features you see here, like the Add to Cart button. It'll give you this larger photo image, and your pop-out gallery will be working automatically. So that's pretty cool. Let's try that one more time in case anyone missed the steps to create a product. New product in the upper nav. Put your description in, and this can of course be anything you want at all. You can use your creativity to the fullest. Price, category, featured image, which is what your audience and customers will see. Make sure to choose the right image. Set featured image. If you want more images to be alongside this product, or if you're selling a bundle, then those images would go in Add Product Gallery Images. All really easy. And then publish. Now let's go back to our shop via our home page, and we can see we have 2 photographs listed for sale. I want to show you 2 things right now that'll really clean up your online photography store and increase your chances of actually selling in this online space. The first is a little bit of custom CSS. What is custom CSS? Well, if we go to our dashboard and we hover on appearance, we have this little edit CSS box, which is meant for any developers who want to tweak the website and change how things are positioned, maybe remove features, or make other little custom additions to basically make it look better. It's kind of like a secret spice that you learn about once you get deeper into WordPress. And the reason this custom CSS is going to help is because if we look at our shop now, while it does in fact work and we can add items to cart and purchase and you can actually collect money, it looks a little cluttered. We have some unwanted text and this menu and search form down here. What I've done is written some custom CSS, some of this special spice for you. And if you click the link in the About section of this YouTube video, it'll take you to this page. So follow my lead. What I want you to do is just copy this custom CSS code. It's on my blog, Dear Blogger. So you can just highlight at the bottom and copy from line 56 to line 1. come back to the website, paste it over this text in the appearance edit CSS, and then I'm going to save, and I want you to watch the effect on our shop. It's going to make this shop look really nice and clean. Okay, so without custom CSS, just click Save Style Sheet now, refresh, and clean shop. Lots of the clutter gone, and now your customers and audience can focus only on the right stuff, which is your content and your beautiful photographs. The second thing I ought to show you now are the dimensions of the photos that you'll want to use. The dimensions are totally up to you, but what I've used for my gallery on the home page in this Paradise Found collection is dimensions of 2000 pixels width by 1143 height. 2000 by 1143 for the collections and the galleries. For the large solo photographs, 1400 pixels by 1600 pixels. 1400 by 1600 and 2000 by 1143. So remember that if you need any guidelines for making your images larger or smaller. And the best tool I know of to size photographs is Photoshop. However, because Photoshop's a little bit crazy and difficult, you can also use Pixlr.com. This tool right here. It's the user-friendly, easier version of Photoshop, and it's free. Alright, so I said our shop will work and actually sell our photographs, which it will, but I want to actually change the price to dollars, and I want to make sure that we can collect money. So, follow me to the dashboard, WooCommerce, Settings, Currency, just type in dollars and then choose the right currency, whatever you want. Save changes, and then checkout, PayPal, and then right here you want to put your PayPal email so that you can accept money via your customers' PayPal accounts as well as their credit cards to your PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, go ahead and sign up. It is free and amazing. Alright, so just go to the PayPal homepage and click sign up. If you want to earn money online, it is a must to have a working PayPal account. And then once you enter that email on the site, everything should work fine. This whole thing comes automatically disposed to collect payments, and the credit card feature and all that should be working. So nothing to worry about there. Now that we've changed our currency and set up the right email to collect payments to PayPal, I want to clean up the sidebar on our website. Let's go to the dashboard and click Appearance, Menus. And in this area we can create a menu for people to navigate our website. First you need a menu name, and then we need to create menu. Now simply open up these tabs to choose if you want to keep them or delete them. We can remove that one. We don't want our sample page, of course. And I'm just going to adjust these two. And before our menu will work, we have to set the menu settings and choose where it'll go. So just click Primary Menu, Save, refresh, and now we've created our first menu. Now we're going to remove some clutter in the sidebar and insert an About blurb. To do that, go to Appearance Widgets, and here's your sidebar right here. So we can just go ahead and delete things we don't want, keep the search, delete the archives. Categories I'm actually going to call just View, because I want people to be able to view our different categories, and this will pull in the posts and the photographs that we've already made. This meta is just a login feature, but we don't need that. If you ever want to log into your WordPress site, which you obviously will, your login link is always just your domainname.com/wp-admin. So if you're logged out and you visit this link, yourdomainname.com/wp-admin, you'll get the WordPress login screen. So bookmark that link. Refresh, and now we have a nice and pretty looking sidebar. Let's put that about blurb in there. Of course, you could write whatever you want, but I've already written some text out, so I want to put it in a text widget, of course. Click Add Widget. Get our text that I wanted. Which just gives another shout out to the theme developer and talks about where you can get your images, and then save. Put a title in if you want. Alright, looking good. Alright, good stuff. So the name of the game now is just going to be putting some of the finer touches and adding some of the finer points to our website, like putting that sale button on here and adding that product with multiple types of finishes, and like I told you I'd show you how to do, and in that way we can make our website really awesome. Alright, so to add that sale icon to a photograph, just open up the product, edit product, and then insert a sale price right here, and then update. Now your product is on sale, and you get that nice little icon. On the other hand, if we wanted to add different types of finishes or any sort of variety, like more expensive or less expensive, or multiple photos, or any sort of option to a photograph, then we can open up the photograph. So here's our bungalow in the jungle for $100, and the related product is Safe Haven, of course. But what we need to do to create this variety within a photograph is go to the dashboard, click on Products, Attributes, and then we have to give our attribute, or whatever type of variety we're creating, a name, like finish, and just give it the same slug. This part we don't need to check. Under type, if you leave select, then it will be a drop-down selection for your audience, and text allows manual entry. I want the drop-down, so I'll keep select. Just click Add Attribute. Now if we edit product, we can have a little more fun actually. We can switch it to variable product right here, and then click Attributes, find finish or whatever you chose for your variety, like maybe size of photo or something like that, whatever you want. Click Add, and now it's time to add in some values. So this is the part where it gets really confusing, and this whole process is pretty confusing if you don't know what you're doing. Fortunately, we do. So just click this Add New button right now. Don't write anything in here because it's just gonna go away. Click Add New. Then you want to type in different types of photography finishes, like luster, Add New, matte. Gotta click OK. Click Add New again. Maybe raw. And then a fourth one could be something like glossy. Alright. Once you've created all these different options, we're going to set a different price for each of them. So just check used for variations and then click Save Attributes. Now go to Variations, click Add Variation, and you'll get this little window right here. Alright, so any finish we want to change to an option like glossy, and then give it a price, like maybe the glossy photos are $110. Click Add Variation again, and you'll get one right below it. Maybe the lusters are $130. Click Add Variation again, and you'll get another. Mattes are $145. And so every time you click Add Variation, it creates a new option. If you just wanted to leave it as matte, luster, and glossy, then this is all set. These are automatically created, and clicking this Add button doesn't add the previous option, it adds the next option. So I want one more option, which is raw, and that's going to be cheaper. That's going to be $70. Alright, with those 4 variations added, we can now update the product. Let's check it out. And so now we have 4 different options for Bungalow in the Jungle, and they all are based on the type of finish. So we can hit glossy, $110, luster, $130, matte, raw, and so on, which is pretty cool. So you have that set up now, and you can use this, like I said, for size of photo with different dimensions like inches or meters. Maybe you want a signed copy of one of your photographs, and that could be an option, or a framed version, or what have you. Alright, so that's pretty cool, and those finishes will also pop in additional information where you can add all sorts of juicy details about your photography. If you want to enable reviews on this product, just edit product, then come all the way down to advanced. I don't know why they would hide reviews right here, but they did. Check enable reviews and update. And now on our photograph product, now anyone can just go ahead and type in a review right here, which is really cool. They can rate it with stars and say something like that, and then submit it. And WordPress will go ahead and place that review right underneath your photo so that you can show off how popular your photographs are. Alright, so here I am adding one more of our photography collections. To do so, make sure you have gallery selected, and I wanted to just remind you to upload the photos directly into the post, which is going to host your collection. Just click Add Media, upload files, select files, get all the images you want. Hopefully you'll have resized them. These are my 2000 by 1143 images. Insert in a post. You don't even need to publish the post with them in the post. You can delete all of them. But our WordPress theme knows to put them in an image gallery once you have the gallery format and the images directly in the post. So if we click our homepage, we can see that I did a little extra work on my own spare time so that we have a complete website. If things don't show up perfectly, try deleting cache, and that'll usually solve it. And now we have our beaches collection right here. Thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this for you guys, and I want to remind you that if you're gonna set up a website at HostGator or just make a website anyways, then please make sure to use my coupon codes Coffee Money to get 1 cent hosting, and take 30 off to try out hosting at 30% off. I'm just going to make one more touch to our text logo and save changes. And there you have it. We're all done. How about that? Alright, thanks again. I'll see you next time, and have a great day.